make it work. Alright, I might have to do a little bit of passing the mic, but other than that, we'll be good. Alright, this is Jackie with In the Key of Change, and I'm here with the Generator Mastermind, and we're here at the Launch Music Conference. Describe your sound to new listeners that you are exposing this week.
Blend like pop punk, hardcore.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of all hardcore music. Yeah.
How are you able to blend those genres together?
Jake, you want to take that?
I think it really just comes back to like our roots as musicians, what we listen to when we were younger. So you know, a lot of the pop punk influences like Blink-182, some of the harder stuff, August Burns Red, and just kind of putting it together. You know, that's what we listen to, that's what we like. So why not put it all together? I know personally I'm a very melodic songwriter, so I love writing, you know, melodic melodies, a lot of clean vocals. But I love the hard-hitting parts of the songs where it's like a breakdown or, you know, a very emotional part where you can just scream it like you mean it, and I don't know, has more feeling that way. So I love blending the two together.
Very cool. What's the benefit of doing a cover song? How did you get into this?
We're in the process.
Yeah, we're in the process of writing one right now. It's a really hard song. As far as I think it's just an easier way for fans to get involved with the show. And it's a different way to write a song. We make it our own, and that's kind of cool.
I think that's the important part, is that
Yeah.
you do make it different, or else you're really just
Or else you're
being
just
a cover
playing
band.
a Bruno Mars song.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we didn't release that yet, Blakey. You letting this slip early.
Yeah.
Do you think that pop punk kind of gets a bad rep sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, let this.
Pop punk's not dead.
Yeah.
Like, pop punk's still alive, like, people are changing it up, but it does get a bad rap sometimes. People think it's all about pizza and cats or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not all about that. I'm a pop punk kid, I'll always be a pop punk kid. I think there's a lot of room for this stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm about something.
I was actually just reading an article about this yesterday on AP. It was the 5 different stages of pop punk since the 80s. And I thought it was really cool, and it really does. It comes in waves. You know, it's big, and then it fizzles out for a little bit. And with each new wave, there is like a new trend that goes on. And I think that's the part maybe that gives it a bad rap. So like now the trend is like the whole pizza and cats and I don't know.
Best
and
friends.
that's best friends. You know, and that's not what it's about. It is about the music, and I think that's where the bad rap comes from. It's like, oh, like it's just a stupid trend. No, it's just. I mean, that's with anything in life. There's always going to be trends. So.
Plus, people are forgetting that the root of it is popular.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's not a bad thing if it's popular.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen things that are popular that just shouldn't be, but music-wise, it's called popular music because it's popular. So.
Yep.
Hands off, guys. So what can your fans expect? Clearly not pizza and kittens from a live
Maybe
performance.
kittens. Maybe kittens. Just about high energy.
The live performance, yeah, definitely high energy.
Yeah, I think that's what we pride ourselves on as far as.
If you don't like the music, you should at least enjoy the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Come to the show and hate the music, whatever. But at least we got a good show out of it.
Lots of jumping.
Lots of jumping. Good cardio.
Yes.
It's a good cardio
It's a
routine.
great workout. Lose weight on tour for sure.
Yeah.
There you go. So you've had experience before playing the Ernie Ball stage at Warped. What sort of knowledge and experience can you take away from such a well-known tour?
For me personally, I mean, and I could probably speak for the rest of the guys too, that's a very large milestone that you hope to reach as a band, is to play that, you know, festival. So, and even though it's not, you know, it's not the whole thing, it's not the main stage, but just experience, you know, having that opportunity is, it's very humbling. I don't know, it really makes you appreciate what you're doing. And the experience I kind of took away from it is just for us to keep doing what we're doing, because being around that environment and seeing how, you know, some of these bigger bands and how they interact with their fans, and, you know, us being there and just having that chance to play, it solidifies what I'm doing. It's what I want, you know, I want to strive to be towards that. So that's what I take away from
And
it.
it also shows that people like to do it too.
Yeah, like I know for me, like when I was growing up, I was like 16. Like I would go to work for the first time. I'm like, this is awesome. I want to do this for my life, you know. And then a couple of years later, I'm playing Warped Tour. It's like the best feeling you can have.
Yeah. If Kevin Lyman watches this interview, please put us on the Warped Tour.
He's here.
I
He
know
is.
he's here.
He has our press kit in his
Yes.
hand, so
Please,
hopefully.
put us on there.
There you go. I'll put in a good word. What's your opinion of crowdfunding sites like Kickstarter?
I have a clear answer for this.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in working for what you have. So I think that if you're trying to fund an album, I don't agree with it. I think that you should work hard, you know, work your daily job, and then, you know, you can look back whatever 10 years from now, and if you're successful, you can say, hey, you know, I worked my ass off to get that, and I didn't rely on anyone else. Now that being said, say a band has an accident and they flip a trailer, or, you know, they get something stolen, I'm completely for it, because I think that's a great way to get the fans involved, to also help them. But, you know, and sometimes you can't be, you know, too proud to, I don't want to say beg, but, you know, you can't be too proud to ask for help, and I think in that situation it would be okay. But if a band's saying, hey, we want 50 grand to record a new album,
It's too much.
yeah, and for most bands it's like, okay, you don't need 50 grand, or if you do need 50 grand, you should be at the level where you're going to have a label. So,
No local band should have asked for it.
No, that's a really interesting way of putting it. You know, to make the music, you know, you produce your own funds, but if it's an unplanned accident,
right.
And unfortunately, I don't know if it just seems, I don't know, because spring tours, or it just feels like a lot lately. Bands have been getting their bands broken into and stuff. So
People are tired.
Yeah, we were tired of really
Yeah.
That was, what, $400?
$400 with towing and
Yeah.
tires. Not nearly as bad as what some other bands have gone through, but definitely a setback. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you have on tour. I don't know if it's because it's, you know, just bands. Sorry.
Take the money.
I don't know if it's just because bands are getting targeted. I don't know if these people stealing stuff know what to look for, or if it's coming from within. I don't know. Say you're playing a show, and I don't know if you have a local band because you're playing there, decides to break in. I mean, it does seem unfortunate. It always seems like bands are targeted. So,
It's a double-edged sword.
yeah, for sure.
But definitely, I like that take on crowdfunding. I think that's a good way to put things. Do you guys use social media?
Oh yeah.
I'll let you take this one
Yeah.
too, because you're the king.
Yes, social media wouldn't be anywhere near where we are today without social media. We really got a big kickstart on Twitter. We got a lot of followers from there. We gained a lot of international fans as well, which is super humbling for me to have. You know, I remember specifically sending out, you know, a couple T-shirts and a CD to one of our fans in Japan, and going to the post office and just writing out that address. And from like Japan, I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing. Like, somebody halfway across the world, like, you know, is listening to my music and wants to wear, you know, my band shirt. But in this day and age, I mean, we grew up, I think, with the best of both worlds. Like, you know, we
grew
had the
up with
computer, but we
MySpace,
also
we
had,
grew
you know, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have my first phone until I was like 14, and, you know, internet didn't come around until around the same time. So, you know, I still grew up as a normal kid, and, you know, the internet came along. But I mean, that's how it is nowadays. It's everything's online, and I think a lot of bands are losing that, you know, more of physical CDs and physical promoting and stuff like that. And I think it should be a blend of both. But I mean, we specifically have benefited tremendously. But now, that being said, since it's so popular, now you have sites like Facebook that are really making you pay for, you know, anything that, you know, we used to, I mean, back when we first started our Facebook page, we'd post something and we'd have so much more interaction, and now it's like we have double the amount of fans, but half the interaction. So it's really it's a catch-22, and I think there's gonna be a shift soon, because I think a lot of these sites are moving towards money promoted posts and anything else you're not gonna be able to see. So I'm kind of curious but nervous to see how it goes, because we are a heavy relier on that, but we don't want it to be our sole source of reaching out to our fans. So
Just get out and play shows.
That's really unfortunate because back in our day, people would hand out like tangible
Yeah, remember
flyers.
that?
Yes, I do remember that.
That's crazy.
But the fact that you have to pay to promote, I mean, just for their stuff to go higher and things like that.
Pay $100 for a post.
Tomorrow's National Record Store Day. Does anybody own any vinyl?
I do.
And who owns the most embarrassing?
I don't know if I own embarrassing.
No, Barry Manilow.
No, I mean, I
Olivia
have
Newton-John.
I'm sure my mom does.
I have a really old 10cc record, and I have War, one of their really old records. No one says embarrassing because I picked it a lot.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I like vinyl a lot, and I'll probably go to one of the record cities out here, Mr. Sweets, I think it is, Mr. Sweets down here. I went there last year and snagged each of those. I like it.
I think we're at a really unique point because we can have appreciation for vinyl. Some of us grew up on cassette tapes, terrible, and then CDs, and now digital music. So I think that we're fortunate that we were able to kind of take a look at all of that and be able to say, like, this sucks. What's next, or how can we make it better?
What is
Yeah.
iTunes?
I can't imagine anything like next. Could be
Where do you go from iTunes?
I don't know.
It doesn't get easier.
But speaking of what's next, what is next for Last in Line?
Writing. Mostly writing. We have some shows coming up in May. But after that, I think we're going to go down and write this it's the most.
Well, I didn't want to announce this yet, but we actually are playing the Grammys. These guys on there. No, yeah, pretty much what Blake said. Writing music, possibly some tours thrown in there. I think we really want to focus on our next release because it's coming up. No, it's been over a year. It's been over a year since our full-length album, and it's been a revolving door with member changes recently. So it's been hard because once we get on our feet and then we start to write songs, lose a member and then we have to replace that, and that takes a huge amount of time and effort. So yeah, I think we really want to. We have a tour coming up in late May, and about a little longer, like 10 days. 10 days. Yeah, it's still in the works now, so we'll have all that stuff posted on Twitter and Facebook. But after that, yeah, pretty much, probably some local shows, but definitely writing. We're gonna focus on that. Probably take 2-3 months to write and start recording. So.
Excellent. Well, stay tuned for more from Last in Line. This is Jackie. Thanks, guys.